I thought you quit.
No, I didn't quit. I was pretty offended to get called drunk though. That was pretty fucking out of pocket. I won't lie.
Listen,
Like what the fuck?
I did my best. I mean, I don't know why you said that. That's kind of out of pocket.
Well, I think it's also funny. Y'all called me 7 times to figure out how to turn on my fucking computer.
I said that.
You didn't know where the outlet was. You didn't know how to turn off the light switch.
All right, bro.
I don't know what I mean.
Okay.
And then you can call me drunk. Say,
Hey, Mike's back.
7 is a stretch.
it was at least 4. We're within range there. Hi, I'm back, everybody.
Mike's back, and Wes isn't here. He's sitting behind the camera today.
Yeah, Wes got benched.
Also, the dogs are out today in full force, so just
They were out last week too.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
We're bringing back the dogs.
I was finding a way to make that joke, but you said it before me.
Also, shout out to all those commenters in the last episode I was in that said keep Mike behind the desk.
No, there's one. There was one.
There was a few.
There was one.
Count.
Yeah, bro.
Same
Whoever
as you two, that's
whoever
so
said
crazy.
that shit, bro, you're probably handsome as fuck too, Loki.
No, bro. I bet he gets 0.
Today we actually do have, we're not just going to be doing this the whole time. We actually do have something to talk about today.
That's true. That's true.
So the reason why Wes kind of got benched today is he's taking notes, first of all, and secondly,
Yes.
me and Mike we kind of talk about this a lot personally, so we just kind of figured why not just make it into an episode.
Yeah, and in case you can't tell by our shirts that I bought 2 hours ago, we're
And
big DC
this
fans.
is definitely not Wes's shirt that he gave me just
Definitely
now.
not. Definitely didn't get this from Kohl's 2 hours ago.
This is definitely not my hat that I got when I was 13 years old or something.
I'm surprised it still fits you a big ass forehead.
Facts, Loki.
It's crazy. Anyway,
It's on the last 2 beads of the snapback, bro.
that shit is on its last leg, brother. Give it a rest.
Fucking holding on for dear
Let
life
that
back
shit
there,
go,
bro.
It has done its time, bro.
If it explodes off my head like a fucking spring at some point in this video. yeah. Anyway.
Jinx.
Bro, this is such a long
We're
video.
fucked already, bro. We're
Okay,
so-
anyway. Today we're talking about DC.
I like DC.
Yeah, we both do, which is why we're both talking about it today.
Right. Yes.
So, more specifically, though, we're talking about James Gunn's new DC, how do you say his fucking name? Did you look it up?
James Gunn.
No, stupid. The guy who's playing Superman.
David Cronin Sweat.
Is that actually how you say his name? Did you look it up?
I said it confidently, so they're gonna believe that it's correct.
We're not cutting that out.
David Cronin Sweat. It's CRONSWET.
Okay, I'm just going to say the new Superman. I'm not saying that name.
Just say Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Shout out Dave.
So the pictures of Dave as Superman just got released by James Gunn
Yes.
a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
So that kind of got us talking about DC and
Yes.
everything that's coming up with it. And a while back, like last summer, James Gunn released the entire slate of what's going to be happening for his
Yeah.
new DC universe. So we're going to talk about DC today. We're going to talk about old DC.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Zack Snyder's DC, and then we're going to talk about the DCU,
Yeah.
the new one, James Gunn's
So,
DCU.
I think,
Oh, and for further just for further clarification, so that no one's confused listening to this episode, when we say the DCEU, that's everything that was under control from Zack Snyder, because
Right.
that's the DC extended universe.
Right.
So that was everything from Man of Steel to Justice League. That was and a couple stragglers, but we'll talk about it.
yeah.
And
there's some weird shit in there.
then James Gunn's DCU is pretty self-explanatory, but we're just going to cut it down to DCU.
Yeah.
If we mix it up, sorry, it's confusing.
Yeah, it is.
This
There's a lot of
sucks.
letters.
This sucks. It's
didn't
confusing,
Yeah.
but we're gonna.
But I really do want to touch on Zack Snyder's DCEU.
Yeah,
first
we're gonna
because
get right
that
into this.
shit failed miserably. And I am of the opinion that Zack Snyder should be public enemy number 1 in at least 48 states. I really do think that should be the case. I despise Zack Snyder. And a lot of DC fans feel very strongly one way or the other. There's not a lot of middle ground with Zack Snyder.
No.
It is he's the greatest filmmaker to ever exist, or he is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably 90% on that right side.
Right.
Which is the right side of history, and we will realize this as a society in about 5 years. But I think that the way he did the DCEU, first of all, just from a structure standpoint, it was such a desperate attempt to catch up to Marvel. Like, it was Marvel had already gotten things going, they got the ball rolling. I think they had like 6 or 7 movies out by the time Man of Steel even came out.
Here, but I'm gonna interject already for this. Well, I'm not arguing. I'm adding on to your. So I don't like his direction. I didn't like the way that he took it, and I
Yeah.
think that things could have been changed. But
Correct.
at the same time, through Man of Steel, from Man of Steel to from Man of Steel to BVS. And that was the next movie over. I mean, I guess whatever. Yeah,
BVS, yeah.
he literally the studio gave him 2 movies to put together the Justice League.
Which is insane.
That is insane.
Well, there's a lot of studio
So
interference.
in his defense,
Fair.
for that,
I'll give him some slack. I'll give him
Okay.
like 5%
Yes.
slack. Reduces jail sentence to only 50 years and life. But no, so.
but
I
then
think-
we get into the weeds of it and his
yeah,
creative decisions that he made,
creative decisions.
and that's when I have the issues.
And
But I'm gonna
let's start off hot, JaCoby. I don't like Man of Steel.
Yeah, this one. So we've always
I don't
disagreed
like Man
about
of
this.
Steel.
I don't love Man of Steel, but here's the thing. I didn't grow up with fucking Christopher Reeves because I'm not 80 years old.
Right.
So
This is our Superman.
yes,
He's our Superman.
Henry Cavill's the best Superman.
And I will be very forward.
Hands fucking down.
I will be very forward and say I have no problem with Henry Cavill. Cavill? Is it Cavill or Cavill?
I just say Cavill. It's probably Cavill, but I say Cavill.
Shout out Henry C. Right, holding it down. But I don't have issue with him as Superman. I don't think that's a bad casting. I don't think he was a bad performance. That's not my issue. My issue with Man of Steel is the tone.
Yeah.
Is the actions. I thought Zod was actually pretty fun.
Zod's dope as fuck.
I don't love that Superman snapped his neck. Now, I'm not going to be like, this ruins the movie because Superman doesn't have as hard of a no-kill rule as like Batman, Spider-Man. I get it. But it's way too dark. Lois Lane is terrible. Amy Adams, terrible.
Yeah.
Like, not even...
I would. Okay, she wasn't the worst that we've ever gotten.
She was the worst Lois Lane we've gotten in a very long time.
I don't think.
I
I think that she was miscast.
Also,
I think
the,
that she.
the stupid Dutch angles that Zack Snyder would use for the penis rocket ships that they had going, it's just stupid. It was just so stupid.
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah.
there's just so much, like, the scene where, and I've talked to him about this, I hate this scene where he's in the diner, and that guy, the trucker guy that's being an asshole, and he walks out and Superman has his car, like, hanging by, like, the electrical wires. Superman is not that mean. He would not do that. Superman would, like, intimidate him, yes, but he wouldn't fucking, like, take his car up by a string. Like, I don't know. That's not Superman. It didn't feel like Superman. It felt like out of place. The tone was all wrong. I did not like Man of Steel.
Here's the thing. So there's scenes like that where, like, obviously this version of Superman's, it's an origin story, right?
Yes.
We get to see Kal-El. The movie opens on Krypton. We get to see, Russell Crowe, frickin' Jor-El,
Which is so crazy.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think
it wasn't bad.
The Krypton sequence is a bit long. It overstayed its welcome a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
But
Yes.
it
Although
was cool.
the whole first episode of the animated series is on Krypton.
Which when
The
you have an
whole
animated series
first
and you
episode.
have more, to play with, you can do that. But like in a 2-hour 20 movie or whatever it is, you spend the first 15 minutes on Krypton. Whatever. So I just don't love Man of Steel.
But hold on. So it's an origin story. We get to see Kal-El coming to Earth and he's discovering all of his powers for the first time or whatever. We're honestly probably going to spend the most time on the first 2 movies because they're just we feel the most strong about those.
Yeah.
But however, I think that scene. I feel like that scene is important. Him wrapping his truck around the telephone pole. It's important, and I'll tell you why. Superman, before he became Superman, is just a guy who grew up on Earth just like us, and all of a sudden, as he was growing up, realized that he can't be killed by anything on
God.
Earth. Yeah,
Like,
he's literally a god.
God.
And he is struggling between, I could fucking rip this dude's spine out of his body in a second if I wanted to. I could, right? But he chooses not to, and that's the whole point. What I'm getting at with this is that I think that scene is important. However, I think that they should have added to it by showing us that he feels bad about doing what he did.
Yeah.
Like if that scene would have cut, because in the movie it goes from that scene to Kal-El hitchhiking.
Yeah.
Clark hitchhiking to wherever. If in that point before we get to him hitchhiking,
He's like,
there should have been a moment where he visibly is upset about his actions.
Right. He like
because
abused his power, and he knows.
yeah,
it.
and he knows it, and he shouldn't have done that, and that was
Yeah.
a stupid thing to do, and that is what Superman would have done, and that's how I think they should have played it, but they didn't do that,
Yeah,
and
no,
instead you just get the anger of it, and you're like, okay,
Oh, okay.
but
Good job, Superman.
but out of that one example and him killing Zod, okay, whatever. Which at the end, I actually think that's justified. I think it's totally fine. However,
I don't love it, but I
However-
can see the argument.
However, there are plenty of moments in that entire movie that show the core aspect of Superman. The school bus scene.
Yeah.
The school bus
that.
scene is an amazing, amazing scene. The scene where he saves the fighter pilot, where he
Yes.
jumps on whatever
I like that.
right. It's been a while since I've seen that movie, but my point is
10
is
years
that
ago, bro.
yeah, dude, this
So fucking old.
yeah, dude, yeah,
You're old.
yeah,
We're
you're
young
you're
still.
old as fuck.
Yeah, we don't got our AARP membership yet, bro. You good? My fault. Hey, you've got a few more coming to you this week, Wes. I'm pissed off. Anyways, well, again, there's obviously good things and bad things about Man of Steel. I think, and I believe this way about like Spider-Man and Superman. It shouldn't be hard to make a good Superman movie. It really shouldn't. And when you fuck up this badly, it really pisses me off.
Here's my thing. Me and Mike feel differently about superhero movies sometimes because of the way that we view them. And we had this conversation earlier, and I kind of made this analogy, but there was a Twitter post. I'm kind of active on Twitter, and I saw something that someone had said something
Shameless
about
plug,
a
by the way.
Batman. I didn't even say my Twitter, but
Here.
yeah, but there was a post that someone had said about like who did the best Batman movie, explain why, and like be honest. And you have to look at these movies from a sense of okay, this is a one person's take on this one character the way that they see it. Okay,
Yeah.
so when I look at a movie, like when I look at The Batman, or when I look at The Dark Knight, or when I look at Man of Steel versus Superman Returns, or the Superman trilogy from the 70s and the
Right.
80s, when I look at those, I don't see them as this is the definitive version of Superman that we are getting at the time, because it's not. Because in almost all those time periods, there's all sorts of other things that were going on for the characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at movies, especially about comic book characters. You have to look at them almost like stories from a comic book. Stories like, for example, right? There's Superman. There's All-Star Superman.
That's what we call an illusion.
There's
Shut up, Wes.
foreshadowing.
Alluding.
There's All-Star Superman. There's Kingdom Come Superman,
True.
and then there's Red Sun Superman.
Very true.
All very different takes on the
Three,
characters,
like
but they
men.
are three of the best Superman comic books ever written. There's for Batman, there's Hush, there's The
Dark
Killing
Knight,
Joke,
The
The Dark Knight
Knight,
Returns.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of shit. You can't take one version of it and go, it's bad because it's not Superman, because it is. It's just a different version of Superman, probably than what people were expecting.
Now you can apply that to Man of Steel, and I would agree like that is a good argument. What you can't apply that for is Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
Because what you're saying is true in the sense of different eras provide different core aspects of Superman, and they highlight different things, whatever. When you take a character's core aspects and pour it out like a glass of water and then poop on it and light it on fire, that's essentially what Zack Snyder did with.
Let me
with
let me
Batman
get
v
my
Superman.
grapes out with Batman vs Superman, because this one
You have
pisses
the
me
floor,
off, bro. So if you can't tell, this is not a wardrobe thing. I love Batman. Batman is hands down my all-time favorite character. I literally am a Batman walking encyclopedia.
Oh, God. No,
All of the comic books in my house, damn near like 90% of my comic books that I have are Batman comics.
Yeah.
So back when this movie came out, I enjoyed it because it was Batman.
We were
right.
middle school,
We were
yeah, of course.
kids.
Yeah, of course
I was
we were.
whatever. As you get older though, and you start to realize the things are like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Why would he do that? Right.
It's a little odd.
So Zack Snyder is a very big Frank Miller fan. Okay. Zack Snyder. I don't. Wes, can you look up who did the Sin City movie? Who directed that movie? Because Zack Snyder also did Watchmen,
Yes.
which is a great movie. Watchmen is great. Yes. The Sin City live action with Bruce Willis. Directed it? Okay, well,
the guy who did Spy Kids. That's an elite pull right there.
That's dope.
That
That's
is
actually dope. Frank Miller did his own comic book. That's sick. So Zack Snyder did Watchmen.
Yes.
Zack Snyder did 300, which I think I heard somewhere along the line was like a Frank Miller story or something.
Did you
or-
do Gladiator? I think somebody else.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Anyway, my point is that he loves Frank Miller. So if you don't know, Frank Miller is also one of the most famously known Batman authors of all time because he did The Dark Knight Returns,
Yeah.
which is the movie that everybody fucking reads, and they take that one movie and they go, oh, this is Batman, and it's fucking not, and I'm going to get this out of the way right fucking now because this is going to piss me off when we get later down the line. The Dark Knight Returns is not the only fucking Batman story. As a matter of fact, that Batman story reinvented the character for the time, and it was for a reason, okay?
Yeah.
When Batman The Dark Knight Returns came out in 1985, Batman was on the cusp of completely changing his character, okay? We are now coming out of the era with fucking Adam West and the campy bullshit from the fucking 60s and the 70s, and now we're finally getting into some dark, serious shit. This is around the time when Jason Todd fucking gets killed by the Joker, and Dick Grayson leaves and becomes Nightwing, and all this crazy shit's happening with
Michael
Batman.
Keaton Batman.
Yes.
Yes.
And this is also around the time when Batman is starting to do crazy things himself as a character, because usually it was the sidekicks doing crazy shit. Dude, in the 80s, in the early 80s, Batman got addicted to a venom drug from Bane. There's a whole story about it. He killed the KG Beast, and that fucks him up for years.
Yeah.
So Frank Miller took Batman and goes, okay, well, I'm tired of the campy bullshit. I want to do something different. I want to do something darker. Let's do The Dark Knight Returns, and let's do it where it's set years in the future, where he's old, he's kind of retired, but now he's coming back in, whatever. I'm not going to harp on this for too long, but a little bit longer. Just give me a minute. I promise this gets back around.
Don't touch that dial. Sorry.
Yeah, fuck off. So Frank Miller did the Dark Knight Returns, and in this time, after that book came out, yes, it's an amazing book. If you haven't read it, please read it. It's great. It's so good. But guess what, Hollywood? That's not the only fucking Batman comic.
And
because
that's
you know
your
what,
first Batman movie.
you know what also came out in the 80s? Batman the Killing Joke.
Hey.
One of the greatest Batman stories of all time. You know what else came out in the fucking 80s? Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Hill.
Yeah.
Which is, I know you don't know what that is, it's kind of a deep pull. A great fucking book.
Fuck me, I guess.
Do you know what it is?
No, but you didn't have to say that, bro. Like, fuck me, dude.
My
I
point-
know you don't know what that is, dumbass.
My point being is that a lot of directors, like, okay, Tim Burton took inspiration from The Dark Knight Returns because that was the most recent comic of the time, right?
Massive,
1985 to 1989, okay?
Yeah.
He took that comic because that was the most popular comic at the time for Batman, right?
Yes.
So obviously he's going to take that and use it. But did he take the entire story and the concept of it fucking verbatim and put it
Copy-paste.
into a movie?
Yeah,
No, he didn't.
No.
Not at all.
No.
And that's what pisses me off about Batman versus Superman, because Batman versus Superman is literally The Dark Knight Returns live action, but he literally missed the point of the entire book. Like, I don't understand how you could read that whole book and not understand what the point was. I don't get it.
The point is, essentially, Superman becomes like a tool for the government.
That's not even.
That's like part of the story.
Yes, but that's not even like Superman. Damn near has nothing to do with the story. Not until the very end of the book.
But that's what Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
was
Zack Snyder
oh,
took
Superman.
that part of it and
Superman.
he whatever.
Oh.
But the part with Batman is that yes, Batman retires from being Batman. He retires.
Yeah.
And in his absence, the whole city of Gotham becomes overrun with crime worse than it ever has been. There's a new gang called the Mutants, and they're fucking corrupt, and they're killing people. They're killing people in the middle of the streets, and Batman almost gets mugged, and then the guys realize that he was
fuck.
yeah. So then he's reminded about his parents, and he goes back home, and it's eating him up inside, and he becomes Batman again, and he takes back the mantle, and he starts, because it's been so long, he's reckless. He's angry again. It's like Batman Year One, which Frank Miller also wrote. Which is another one that's really fucking good that he could have used.
Here's my thing, and I said this to JaCoby. Well, we said this to each other for years, and it was so picture perfect because it got proven to us verbatim. We said for years, Zack Snyder does not understand Batman.
No.
Zack Snyder does not know how to write Batman. Zack Snyder does not know what to put in a Batman movie. And we said this for years. And amongst the Snyder cultists, They said, no, he gets Batman. And literally, what was it, 3 months ago? He went on a podcast
Not
with
even.
Joe Rogan.
Not even.
And was talking about Batman not killing is unrealistic and why are you protecting your god? What the fuck are you talking about?
Zack Snyder sees Batman as like a Punisher, Moon Knight type character.
Batman
Somebody who has no remorse for who he's fighting and just kills for whatever reason.
I would argue the number one quality of Batman is his concern for human life.
There's a scene in The Dark Knight Returns in the book where Batman stumbles upon a little like a baby being taken hostage by the mutant gang.
Yeah.
And this is the scene where he busts through the wall and he takes the guy through the wall, and then the guy who has the gun, he's got it in his hand. And again, Zack Snyder took this scene from the movie, put it in the movie, but he completely missed the fucking point.
Yes.
The guy who's holding the kid hostage goes, "I'll kill her, I'll do it, believe me, I'll do it." Mm-hmm. And Batman says, "I believe you." And thinking that it was the best way that he could possibly save the child, he kills the man who's holding that child hostage. Now, in the movie, it's played off as a cool action beat.
Oopsies.
In the book, it fucks Batman up so bad that he almost retires as Batman again.
Yes.
Because that's what the character is about. He doesn't fucking kill. There's a whole point to this. And that's the whole reason why Batman is so appealing, because Batman could kill. But guess what, Zach? If he did kill, he'd be just as fucking boring as every other fucking character in comic books. But that's not what he is.
What makes him good.
That's not why Batman can have 1,000 different reboots every year and still become one of the highest grossing film franchises of all time. Even though they make fucking new trilogies every fucking other year.
True.
And recast him all the time and all this other shit. Like, there's a reason for that. And it's not because he kills.
This is a very long-winded way for both of us to say that Zack Snyder does not understand Batman. And his fundamental misunderstanding of Batman has led to some really poor quality DC content.
Yes.
Now, talking from just a movie perspective, the acting is terrible. Jesse Eisenberg is playing the Riddler. Again, he just doesn't understand DC characters. He's playing the Riddler.
But, okay, if Jesse Eisenberg was playing the Riddler, he would have killed it. He actually would have nailed it.
Yeah, but they casted him as Lex fucking Luthor.
I know. But
I like Elastigirl in the movie.
I just don't like knocking actors when they were just given a script.
No,
and
I'm knocking the way that they represented characters. I'm sorry. I'm not knocking the way that they personally performed. I'm knocking the way they were written to represent characters.
Fair.
Which is terrible.
Fair. Like, the one that I like to give is like the infamous Green Lantern movie, right? Like, Ryan Reynolds back in the day would have been a good Hal Jordan.
He would have.
But it's the writing and the special effects in that movie and everything.
I call it the Andrew Garfield treatment. Good actor,
yes. Bad
director, bad writer, bad etc.
Okay.
So Batman vs Superman is terrible.
Well, we're not going to get into Spider-Man today, but anyway. But yeah, so we need to
cut this shit right now, Wes. I got it. No.
So yeah,
BVS sucks. And again, that was their answer to Civil War. That was their origin story
yes,
for the
because
Justice
at the same
League.
time the Civil War movie was coming out and it fucking blew up because that movie's amazing.
It is. That's how you do it right.
And so they were like, "Oh, we got to do something quick." But that's the thing, is that if you would have just taken your time with it, the DCEU could have been successful, and it probably still could have been going to this day.
The DCEU,
but they fucked it up from the jump.
I would argue that DC's, and I've said this before, DC got better characters than Marvel. I think it's a better IP.
Yes, absolutely.
The one huge benefit that DC has never been able to take full advantage of is they own all their fucking characters.
Yeah.
Marvel hasn't had, the MCU hasn't had the X-Men and the Fantastic Four for like 15 years.
They
and
still
ran laps around DC.
Yeah, dude.
Arguably their two biggest superheroes.
You know what's crazy? Not on topic at all, but the Avengers were like a fucking D tier.
D tier superhero team, yes.
Like, you had like, back in the day in Marvel, before the Avengers movies came out, it was X-Men, Fantastic Four, fucking everybody else.
Yeah.
X-Force, like the X-Men. I mean, the X-Men were like that, right? But then no one gave a fuck about the Avengers. Like, the Avengers were assholes.
Oh, and then all of a sudden Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans and they're pretty good. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we forgot about all those terrible Fantastic Four movies.
So,
but next one won't be bad. Anyways, The first two, so way to start off, that's like starting off a game 0-2 with 2 strikeouts, right? You hit your face.
Yeah.
And then they followed up with Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman's amazing.
Now, Wonder Woman is not,
amazing.
It's produced, but it is not directed or written by Zack Snyder. It's directed and written by Patty Jenkins, who I think did a really good job.
Killed it in this movie. She killed it.
Yeah.
We'll move back around to this. We'll move back to this.
I don't think we need to spend as much time talking about Wonder Woman. It's just a good.
It's just
movie.
great. It's great. There's nothing really to talk about. Like it's a good time. It's a good period piece. It's a good movie. It's a good war movie. A really good war movie.
It is.
If you like war movies, like great.
Yeah.
The whole end scene with Ares is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Where he's like forging his armor out of fire. Like, dude,
I will say Gal Gadot is not the greatest actress I've ever seen. However, she does, and I mean this. She represents Wonder Woman well.
She's got the Wonder Woman. She got the most. Like she was. She represented a lot of what Wonder Woman is as a character.
Yes.
And she brought that to the screen, and that's great.
Yes.
Do I think she's an amazing actor? No, not at all. But still.
We did miss one though. We got to talk about. That is another really bad one.
Oh yeah.
I think it came out a year before.
Can we say this on YouTube? Can we say the movie title?
What?
We can say the movie title on YouTube, right? Because they just cracked down on their rules and shit.
The Pew Pew Squad.
The Sewer Slide Squad.
The Sewer Slide Squad. Damn.
Yeah. Okay. So this movie pissed me off when it came out. Now. Okay. There's a lot of reasons why this movie pisses me off. One, we're gonna get into the director. Listen, for everybody that doesn't know, David Ayer is one of the greatest fucking directors and writers of all time. Self-made man.
That's a bold claim.
He's fucking amazing. That's because you haven't seen any of his other movies.
Again, fuck me, bro. What the fuck?
Have you seen any of his other movies?
What is it? What else does he make?
Bro,
what else
his first movie that he ever made was Training Day.
No, what else? What other movies he make?
He's done Fury. He did Cop movie. The Cop movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and Victor Pena. Oh my God! End of Watch. End of Watch.
Okay, I haven't seen any David Ayer movies.
Listen, David Ayer is a fantastic director. He's a fantastic writer. He's amazing. I love him to death. He's one of my biggest inspirations as a filmmaker. I love him. Mm-hmm. This was all studio interference.
Yeah, it was.
Because there is a cut. What? He did the original Fast and Furious. Yes, I forgot about that.
Okay, then I have seen his movie.
Okay,
there we go.
yes, okay. Really quick. When he first was starting out, dude, he like was homeless for like go watch John Bernthal did like his podcast Real Ones. He did a whole episode with David Ayer because John Bernthal was in Fury, and David Ayer talks about his life and how he became a director and all this shit. Dude, it's fucking inspiring.
That's badass.
It's so cool. So anyway, David Ayer gets brought on to do Suicide Squad. Oh shit. He gets brought on to do Task Force X.
That's what we should have said to begin with.
Yeah. And it was this dark, very gritty movie that was really like intense and all this shit, right? Well, around the same time Guardians and Deadpool came out.
Yeah.
And the studio was like, "Oh, people really like family-friendly comedy movies." Not that Deadpool's family-friendly, but Guardians was a big inspiration.
They like goofy shit in superhero movies. Yeah.
Right. So the studio was like, we're going to put more of that in, but we're not going to tell David Ayer about it. So David Ayer filmed the entire movie. Yeah. He did his whole version of it. There was a lot more with Batman in it. There was a lot more with the Joker, which we don't need more of that, but still.
That might have been the best thing they ever did, actually.
Right.
So all that
but
shit.
There was a lot more stuff about Harley Quinn. There was a lot more stuff about Deadshot. There was a lot more stuff about Killer Croc, Enchantress, Rick Flag, all this stuff.
And you can tell watching the movies, all those little flashbacks they do, you're like, what the fuck
there's just chunks of the story missing. Like
what the
just
fuck?
that don't exist.
And I saw a good breakdown of this one time, and I actually believe this. There's a conspiracy theory going on that you know the scene after when the whole Suicide Squad is together and they're on that building and Joker grabs Harley Quinn.
Yes, I've seen.
So there's a theory that in the original version of the film, Harley Quinn goes up with the Joker breaks up with her and like dumps her.
Yeah.
Instead of her thinking that he died. And if you watch the way she reacts, she's like upset. She's not, or she's like depressed. She's not like grieving. She's like sad, like she got broken up with, not that her boyfriend died.
Yeah.
Because those are wildly two different types of sadness.
I mean, listen, we're not going to talk. We're not even going to really harp on the Jared Leto Joker because what are we going to say that 1,000 people haven't already said? He's fucking terrible.
No,
That was the worst. That was the worst fucking performance I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, even as a kid when I liked everything.
Yeah. Even I was
fucking hated that. Like, we left the theater and, like, I saw it with my mom and my dad, and my mom was like, "Oh, did you like the Joker? Did you like it?" And I was like, "No."
That was weird.
Like, Harley Quinn was amazing. Deadshot's fucking
like
great.
the scene in the beginning where he's trying to have Harley Quinn, give her to another guy. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and she's like playing like a stripper and shit. Like, what? And all right, Wes.
Thank you, Wes. Clip,
Thanks.
That's getting sent to Mackenzie right now. I actually have been recording. That's actually watching it right now.
We're live.
We are live. And our studio audience right over there.
She kicks the fucking door.
Yeah.
The fuck did you just say?
You know, like the Jerry Springer show, they have like that back.
Yeah.
He's just charging down the hallway. But
Yeah. So anyway, that's the Suicide Squad was just okay.
I think that's a good.
It had potential, and David Ayer says that the cut of the movie that he did is really good, and he feels like he's very happy with it, and he just. Every person that he's shown that he has a copy of it, and he says that like he'll bring friends over, and when people ask him about it, he'll show them his cut of it, and people will be like, "This pisses me off. This is like what we wanted, and this isn't what we got."
Guys, trust me, my version was really good.
I know. 100% listen. I'm telling you, it's because you haven't watched his movies.
No, I know. I know what you're saying.
And okay, Fast and Furious isn't his movie. Yes, he wrote it. Like he had an influence on it, but like Training Day is his movie.
Was he the guy that wrote I Said Forget About a Cuh?
No, that's
F2.
That's F2.
Oh, I would give him Director of the Century if he did that shit. That was iconic.
No.
I love that shit.
But like for example, Fast and Furious, right? Fast and Furious was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be a movie that took place in LA. It was supposed to take place in New York, and it was all supposed to be like Italian mafia guys. And
Tried you to say something. Gabagoo. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the hell up. Now I'm pissed off. You got to throw race into every episode, bro.
No, literally. I don't think there's been one episode
on planet Earth, and you still got to bring me into this shit, bro.
I want to bring this, and I want to talk about this because yes, were the movies bad, and did it fail? Yes, everyone fucking knows that, obviously. But you have to talk about the things that happen behind the scenes because if you don't, then no one's going to know about it. And all the work that got put into it, all the things that everyone did, and the fucking horrible decisions made by the studio, all that shit's going to get swept under the rug, and no one's going to know the real story. So you have to talk about it as much as you can. So yes, it's a side tangent, and I want to continue with the movies, and I apologize for going on so many long tangents, but we have to talk about it.
No, it's okay. One thing I want to say, and I want to just wrap up the segment really
quick.
Yeah. Speaking of dumbass decisions behind the scene, why the hell was Ezra Miller still allowed to do a Flash movie?
Oh, God.
And, like, again, everybody knows it's terrible. It's still a fresh wound. I'm not going to, like, pour salt on it. What the fuck are we thinking?
Yeah,
and it was a bad movie to begin with. Just the studio interference is one of the reasons the DCU failed.
How do you listen?
Zack Snyder being an idiot.
How do you fuck up a Flash movie, bro?
Especially Flashpoint.
Yeah.
With no reverse Flash, bro. What the?
There's no reverse Flash.
There's. Really threw Michael Keaton's Batman in there.
Yeah, they just they threw in Michael Keaton's Batman.
What are you doing tomorrow night, bro?
Like,
I got a movie for you,
dude. It is, and another fucking great director that got thrown.
Yeah, Andy Muschietti.
Dude, the fucking guy that did the It movies.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Are you shitting me? Are you telling me that guy couldn't have directed the best fucking villain of all time with the Reverse Flash?
Listen,
the Reverse Flash is terrifying.
Get on the phone, Anthony Starr. I need you in Toronto next week.
Oh my God, dude!
I need you to record for 2 weeks. I need you to hear your best. It was me, Barry. You know what did you in Super Speed?
He would have killed it.
I already got that joke. Okay.
No, I got it. I'm just not laughing at it because fuck you. I want to get about the DCEU and why it failed because we haven't even talked about Black Adam.
I can't. Do we have to? Wes is wearing a black. Do we have to?
Yes.
The hierarchy of the DC universe.
Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why we have to talk about Black Adam, Mike?
Are the dogs out, Wes? Are they in frame? Sure. Okay, I'll do this then. I'm just kidding.
Do you want to know why we have to talk about Black Adam? Because Black Adam was in production to close to 20 fucking years, and it was one of the worst superhero movies ever made. I don't even know how you do that.
I think the last person to fuck up for 20 years was JaCoby. Like, you know how bad you got to be to do that?
That was just mean.
That was so mean.
That wasn't even funny.
That was funny. That was funny.
This is why you stay behind the camera.
You dead ass just said I did nothing. Like, I fucked up my whole life.
No, you didn't fuck up your whole life because you met us.
Don't fucking touch me. Get the fuck away from me, bro.
Right, come back on your Black Adam, bro. Anyways, bro, Black Adam. What I love about Black Adam is it's just an ego off with Dwayne Johnson.
Or like, as we like to call it, Wes Adam. Hey, bro, cut that out.
Combo. No, but I love how it was just The Rock being like, I'm going to be Black Adam.
I'm going to save your universe.
And you're going to like it. And DC was just so desperate. They're like, sure. And then they're like, well, what about Shazam? No, fuck Shazam. We're not doing him.
I'm the hero.
I am the hero.
I'm the hero.
And you know what? Just for fuck's sake, Henry Cavill, put your cape back on, bro. Yeah. We're running this shit back.
Yeah. We're going to put you in an end credit scene and then get your hopes up and then the next day fire you.
Dude, I love, like, Wes is going to appreciate what I'm about to say. Wes, jeez Louise. The Rock was a WWE wrestler. He's all about promotion and shit, bro. You know he was salivating at the mouth thinking about the fucking the fight card between him and Henry Cavill and him just and Henry Cavill like with his fist up like
I know. And yes. And man, like physically he's perfect to play Black Adam.
Correct.
Physically he is, right? However, this is what I fucking hate about Dwayne Johnson did. Like, okay, in every movie that he's in,
he can't lose.
He can't lose. He has to be a semi-good guy. He has to be badass. He can't look weak in any moment.
Yeah.
And he always has to talk the way The Rock talks. Black Adam is from the fucking Middle East.
He's from Kahndaq.
He's from Kahndaq.
Yeah, come on.
He doesn't talk like he's from fucking... Where's he from? Like, where did he grow up?
The Rock?
Yeah.
He's from...
I know he's Samoan, but, like, where did he grow up?
He probably grew up in Miami. He grew up in Florida.
Prime fucking example.
Yes.
He doesn't talk like somebody from Florida. He's the king of Kahndaq.
Yeah.
He's been alive for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would he talk like a fucking American? Another thing that, like, he did the same thing in that movie Jungle Cruise, which is a horrible movie. But, like, Jungle Cruise... That character is a Spanish inquisitor, like a Spanish like conquistador, who then goes to Brazil, and he's like, "I'm gonna save the day." Bro, throw an accent over that shit. Actually, do some character acting.
The Rock just said, "I have biceps and I have a good jawline." That's what you get.
Now, I can't appreciate some cool scenes. Because
the action was pretty good. Other than the scene where he's flying and it's just his head with the fucking eyebrows sticking out.
But the scene when he wakes up and he's just tearing through that room of guys and
cool.
He like picks up that dude and melts him. That's hard as fuck.
Nice.
It's cool. It's cool. It was cool. Dr. Fate was cool.
Pierce Bronson was great. Yes.
The guy that we both swore to God was Denzel's kid, but it's not. Who played Hawkman?
Oh yeah.
You remember the whole time that movie?
No,
we were like, no, it's not like. No, why do you gotta make shit like?
I ain't saying nothing, bro. Fuck. No,
because he looks and talks like Denzel Washington.
You know who I hate? 100%. You know what? Yeah. Hey man,
I thought that was Denzel's. Like I genuinely did.
You know who I hate though, and I call him Netflix original man is Noah Centineo or whatever his name is. I call him Netflix original man because every time I go on Netflix, he's in a new like shitty rom-com movie, and the Adam.
Oh, Adam Smasher?
Yeah, Adam Smasher, yeah. And I literally call him Netflix original man. And I just, every time, when I saw he was in the movie, I was like, bro.
Well, just like throwing the JSA in for what?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, why?
You don't need to do that.
I mean,
Because he needed to look better than the JSA.
But again.
Because they couldn't beat him.
If you want to do a Shazam movie, why not just, or if you want to do Black Adam, why not just put Shazam in the movie?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Because he couldn't, because Shazam would have to win, and he can't have that.
Again, if you just have any sense of creative input on anything, you could have just thrown together a really quick, dude, this is what pisses me really off about the DCEU as a whole. They had the best blueprint.
Yeah.
They had everything they needed.
Yeah. And
you know what it's called? Bruce Timm's DCAU.
Come on now. Come on now. We could
That
talk about
was
shit for
that
days.
was the Bible of DC. If you wanted to take anything from whatever you wanted, bro,
Yeah.
call up Bruce Timm. He's got you.
Yeah, you do.
He could have thrown together a fucking Black Adam movie. Did he do that short animated movie? You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah,
Superman Shazam crossover movie where they're fighting Black Adam and
I have no idea.
Metropolis.
Bruce Timm
Bruce Timm.
with 2 M's was.
Yes.
Tell
Bro,
me
don't
if
fucking don't do that.
yeah, you gonna make
Listen,
Jacoby jump over
don't
the
do
couch
that.
and doesn't fight
Don't
you.
fucking do that.
No, what would have happened though? They would have called Bruce Timm. He would have said, "Do this, yeah, great."
And they would have done
And then
it.
The Rock would have been like, "No, that's cool and everything."
It doesn't matter what your name is. He's like,
Shut up, bitch. Yeah, shut up, bitch.
to Bruce Timm. Yeah, that'd have been great, dude. But no, I think
Yeah.
with all the shit of the DCU,
the DCEU sucked.
2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did
Ha! See? Bro, and that's infinitely
I
better.
ain't down you.
That's
I wasn't down you.
infinitely fucking
I
better.
was not down you. But I think it's time now.
Yeah.
We talked about how shit the DCEU
Also,
was.
quick speed run. Okay, the
Let's
first.
do thumbs up. Give me a movie. I'll go thumbs up, thumbs
Okay,
down.
okay. Man of Steel.
Eh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For that's for both of us.
Yeah.
BVS. Wonder Woman. Ding. Suicide Squad. Yep. What was after Suicide Squad?
The other Suicide Squad.
Yes. Yeah, we didn't talk about that. Yeah.
Wonder
James
Woman
Gunn's
1984.
bad. Horrible.
Oh, Aquaman.
Great.
Aquaman
Shazam.
Aquaman 2. Wonder Woman 2.
We already said that.
There's one more missing.
Blue Beetle.
Oh my God. Harley Quinn.
Oh my
Prey.
fucking god.
Birds of Prey.
Holy shit.
There's what?
No, I said Birds of Prey.
Yeah, Birds of Prey.
I didn't see Blue Beetle.
No bueno.
Black Adam. James Gunn's DCU. Now, I do want to go through the entire list, so you
You
kind
gonna
of
read the script I made? This might be the first time I think this has happened. This might be the first. This is an historic accomplishment right here. Anyways, I'll talk while he looks. So, when the DCEU completely fell apart, they were looking for new leadership. They were looking for their answer to Kevin Feige. They were looking for their leader, the guy who can structure and build the whole universe to have a cohesive cinematic universe. Because I'm of the belief that the cinematic universe would work amazingly in DCU, but you need a structured plan. You need people that give a shit about the characters, and they don't have Batman killing
And
people.
again, we've already had a structured DC universe for a whole generation of
I'm talking about
kids.
live action structure.
I get it.
Yeah.
But we've already had it. And they did an amazing job, but it was just with a much lower budget and all this
Yeah.
fucking bullshit, right? And it worked.
Yeah,
It worked.
There's no reason it can't work. Marvel did it. DC.
And again, DC, this is just a fact. DC just has better characters.
point blank period.
The MCU inspired a whole new version of the Marvel characters. Before the MCU, Marvel was. Before the MCU, before the MCU, Marvel had the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not the worst shit ever fucking concocted.
Yeah, that was
Where
nuts.
Peter Parker cheats on his girlfriend. Logan
Real
has
shit.
Wolverine's like a pedophile.
Yeah.
The Blob eats people. Magneto just kills everybody.
Yeah.
Come on. That was pre-MCU. And then the MCU came out and it changed everything. Anyway, not talking about Marvel, but still.
Yeah. So James Gunn has been the guy. That's a good segue to James Gunn, who was an integral part of the MCU. Who, for those of you who don't know, wrote and directed all 3 of the Guardians movies.
Amazing. The best
before
trilogy.
He was,
the best superhero trilogy of all time.
Before he was chosen to captain the new regime, he made Peacemaker for DC, which is great. I know you haven't seen Peacemaker. Peacemaker is awesome.
However, James Gunn also was fired from Marvel because of previous tweets that he had made that pissed somebody off at Marvel, so they fired him. And then after that,
Everybody revolted.
DC immediately grabbed him. The day of. I'm sure that call went out the day of. And what did he do? He made The Suicide Squad because I love James Gunn for this because you know what he did? He said, you know what? I'm going to take your worst rated movie. I'm going to take the one that everyone hated and I'm gonna make a sequel to it,
That was really good.
and I'm gonna fucking make it
I
amazing.
didn't like it at first, but I've
Dude, when that movie first came out, he was pissing me off with this because he was like,
I don't know, bro. It's kind of mid. And blah, blah, blah.
"Shut the fuck up, bro."
This was
So anyway, James Gunn basically went in, and there was a whole bunch of creative suits that got switched around, and
Yeah.
David Zaslav comes in and all this shit. So then he basically went up to James Gunn and said, "I want you to do DC. I want you
I
to
think
do
that's an
everything."
exaggeration. He probably was on his knees. Please,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
all right, sure. I'm not
So
doing
James
this.
Gunn, he had told Marvel previously that this is my last time doing any Marvel movie. I'm done after this because you guys fucked me over. I came
Yeah.
back to do one more Guardians movie. That's all you're getting out of me.
Right.
Whatever.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And they're like, all right. So then he was announced that he was now making he was redoing the entire DC universe. And so now you can continue with what you were saying. I have the list of all of his movies pulled. Do you want to talk about that now, or you want to say that like?
No, I want to talk
after?
about the leadoff hitter, which is Superman. It's an excellent,
That was the first one that he announced.
excellent choice to start off the universe. We've gotten some details. We've gotten some casting announcements. Dave Cronsweat is Superman. Nicholas Hoult is going to be Lex
Oh my
Luthor.
God, that's so
Rachel, if I'm pronouncing,
Brosnahan.
let him pronounce it, is going to be Lois Lane. And then we've gotten some other like minor castings like for Pa Kent and everything like that. But the big
But
news,
the characters they're dropping in this movie are also crazy. Supergirl's being played
Guy Gardner's
Guy
in this
Gardner
movie.
by
Nathan
Nicholas
Fillion.
and Nathan Fillion. Mr. Terrific by that
Yeah.
guy I never remember his name.
by that one guy.
He's the dude from X-Men First Class that died immediately.
Oh, his
He-
power was to not die, and then he died.
Yeah. And he was coincidentally the only black actor in that movie aside from Zoe Kravitz.
We can, yeah. There's a particular
That shit's
there's
crazy.
a particular edit in that movie, a cut that is not so favorable for him. When
Bro, how do you have the superpower to not die and then immediately fucking die?
that's like Iceman getting too cold, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's wild. Anyway,
Iceman dying of hypothermia?
the Human Torch that got dehydrated.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, the big thing that has come out about this movie is that James Gunn is writing and directing it, yes. But the big thing that he has been hinting to heavily is that he is taking massive inspiration from All-Star Superman. That's called a callback, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the business.
Grant Morrison's run on Superman, that was
One of the best ever.
It's definitely like one of the it's like right up there. I tried to buy it, went to a comic book shop, I tried to find it and it was all sold out, so I had to buy it off Amazon. I still haven't read it yet, it's in my bag. I'll get around to it when I
But it just
when I can,
encapsulates everything good about Superman. He's pure. He's kind-hearted.
Have you read it, Mike?
I've seen multiple panels of it.
So
No,
just say
shut
that.
the fuck up, bro. I'm trying to explain. I've seen a video of a guy explaining it, okay? I've basically...
I didn't read it, but I watched a video of a guy who did.
He explained it really well, okay? Shut the hell up. But no, it encapsulates everything good and pure about Superman, about his personality, how he's down to earth, how he is... Honestly, and this is going to sound really elementary, he's just a chill-ass dude. And that's what Superman is.
He just like that.
He just that guy. And there's just like it really shows his humanity, and that's the number one core aspect that I love about Superman is his humanity, his love for people. Zack Snyder, read a fucking book in your life. Sorry.
One thing that I will say that I'm kind of disappointed about because I feel like this character kind of keeps getting thrown around way too much recently. The main villain of the movie is Brainiac.
Yeah, I like Brainiac.
I like Brainiac, but I don't like that everyone keeps using him so much.
You're maybe using him a little early. Like that's
Yeah,
like
that
a
too.
build-up.
Like-
He's like a Justice League level villain.
Yeah, like, well, just I don't know. I feel like people just throw Brainiac in wherever, and they don't know what to do with him when they do, and that
There's some
worries
good
me.
Brainiac interpretations though.
That worries me though because
Injustice was good.
yeah, but in that context, like that was a good spot because the Justice League was divided, and you had to
Yes.
bring them back together to defeat Brainiac.
That's
Like,
what
I
I'm
get
saying. It's
that,
probably a bit
but
early.
like I don't know. It just Brainiac is a really really difficult villain to get exactly right. You have to really know. Which I'm not doubting James Gunn
Did
about
they
this.
cast Brainiac yet? I don't think so.
I don't think though, but
Michael Cera.
I don't know. There was this cool animated movie that I watched that had Brainiac, and that was okay. I mean, that was all right.
They probably have. They just haven't.
Yeah, they probably haven't announced it. Yeah, you're probably right.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired of seeing Brainiac. I like Zod.
He might be more of a minor player than he is in most instances.
But you know what? Another thing that
Because in the DCEU, he's got multiple storylines, and like he's a robotic alien cyborg type guy. He can always come back, I guess, because you never can delete Brainiac type shit.
Yeah.
So
Here's
maybe
Ultron.
basically it's Ultron, and I guess you can always like have him. Get
And
defeated.
that's my point. Like,
Yeah.
would you have Ultron being an Iron Man solo movie? No. Like,
No.
fuck no.
No, because he is again Brainiac. That's I guess what they're trying to go for is like he's not Brainiac yet. He's just kind of like figuring shit out, and he's got an obsession.
Yeah, but
with
that's the
Krypton.
thing. That's my point. You can't do that because Brainiac is just Brainiac.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not.
No, it's a good
there
point.
is
It's a
no
good point.
learning curve for Brainiac. Brainiac was programmed. All he wants is knowledge, and he will go to
Yeah.
whatever he wants, like whatever lengths to.
I also
he
think
needs to
Lex
go to.
being a fairly prominent.
I
player-
just want to see Lex Luthor
Yeah.
in the power suit fighting Superman in Metropolis. That's all I want. That's all I want out of a superhero. Of
we're
Superman
just
movie.
7-year-olds playing with action figures. That's all we want to see.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that. I don't know. I feel like every Lex Luthor that we've had, aside from the original Christopher Reeves version of Lex Luthor, they've all been flops.
John
not
Cryer,
great.
I love you, but you are not a good Lex Luthor. My dog.
Also, Michael Rosenbaum, you're also great too.
No, I'm saying he wasn't great. John Cryer was not great Lex Luthor. Like I love him as an actor, but he was not.
The classic one?
No, John Cryer was in Arrowverse. He was
Oh
in Arrowverse.
yeah, fuck no. That's not what I'm talking
There's some
about.
good shit in Arrowverse.
That's not what I'm talking about.
No, but I'm talking about Lex Luthor interpretation.
I'm saying Michael Rosenbaum,
yes,
who's
Michael
Smallville's.
Rosenbaum's great.
He's awesome. Yes.
Who was the
Classic.
Lex from Smallville?
That was Smallville.
Oh, yes, right. That's right. Yes, you're right. Rosenbaum.
We just fucking said that.
I'm thinking of Arrowverse, and then
Fuck.
Arrowverse, and then Eisenberg was not good at all.
No.
Those are only 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Even Jesse Eisenberg thought that he was miscast. Like even Jesse Eisenberg was like, I don't think like in an interview someone asked him like, oh, do you like being Lex Luthor? And he was like,
Wasn't it the interview with the guy from Smallville who played Lex?
no. It was a big cast interview.
Whenever
And
you
he
hire-
even said that his parents were like he said that he told his mom that he got cast as Lex Luthor, and she was like,
What?
oh.
Whenever you cast Mark Zuckerberg as Lex Luthor, it's just something's wrong.
He would have been a great Riddler. He would have been a great Riddler.
He was arguably.
I mean, he was, but like,
no,
yeah.
but so they start off with Superman again. In case you haven't noticed, and you look up pictures of Dave Cronenberg, you're like, oh, this guy's skinny. Not anymore.
No,
He
holy
got that
shit.
fucking superhero fitness plan.
He-
I've been trying to get Wes to put me on that. He won't.
Busting my fault.
Probably he'd probably eaten about 4,000 grams of protein a day, lift bench pressing 800 pounds, and I honestly think that he looks fucking yoked. And like you said, those pictures dropped of him in the suit.
Yeah, they're great. I mean,
Super
you
cool.
saw that. You saw. Yes, he does.
And that's something Zack Snyder thought was lame. Fuck you, Zack Snyder. I want my Superman wearing underpants.
on the outside, bitch.
And inside, please.
Yeah, Superman's. I'm really excited about that. I mean, yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. But I've learned, especially these last couple of years, I've learned.
Temper expectations.
Yeah, I've learned to go in and just be like, okay, this is a Superman movie. I'm not expecting anything crazy. I'm not trying to see anything nuts. I just want to watch a good Superman movie, and
Yeah.
let's see where it goes from there. That's how I went into this, because I didn't know if it was gonna be whatever. But then I saw that first trailer dropped with fucking something in the way, and he's whooping the fuck out of that dude, and I was like, yeah, this is peak. This is peak. So
Yeah, no. And then they're following that up. So this
Okay.
Superman comes out July
wait,
11th.
you say the big titles that have been confirmed. I'll say I want to do the list of. I'll speed run the list.
Okay. The only other one confirmed with a soft release date, Supergirl, releasing in 2026. We know very little about that other than who is playing Supergirl. I would be lying if I said that I saw she was in Game of Thrones. You said
Millie Alcock.
House of Dragon. That's
House
the
of
Game of Thrones
Dragon.
spinoff.
That's
thing.
yes.
You gotta differentiate. Because people.
So it's in Game of Thrones.
It's a Game of Thrones spin-off called House of the Dragon. What's wrong to say about that?
Anyways, I know nothing about her. I'm not gonna pretend like I.
We don't even
love
fucking
her.
watch Game of Thrones. I have no interest in watching Game of Thrones. I don't care.
She says she's hot, West. West, dude.
Wes, did you say she's hot?
Did you say?
Definitely didn't.
Okay.
No, but I think that. Go ahead and pick that up on the camera, bro. Go ahead and turn the audio up really high from what you just
I
said.
never said that.
Dude, he's dead, bro. He gonna need Superman to defend against Mackenzie after that shit, bro.
Anywho, after this there was a like I said, James Gunn came out like a long time ago and came out like just dropped a whole bunch of titles that he's working on. So a lot of these are deep pulls, and I'll explain them afterward, or whatever. But I'm actually gonna go through the ones that we know, and then I'll get to the more obscure ones later. So, Lanterns, Green Lanterns. I've been waiting for the Green Lanterns for so freaking long, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Although I'm not the biggest fan that it's gonna be a show. I just want a good movie, the Green Lanterns, because I know that one can be made. But whatever.
Yeah.
Amanda Waller's getting her own show. Okay, cool.
That's all right.
Paradise Lost, which is Themyscira.
Yeah, Themyscira, yeah. It's a show. I was actually researching this morning. It's kind of like a Game of Thrones inspired show, and it deals with like the politics.
Oh, so it's like a House of Dragon show?
It deals with like the politics and the internal struggle of Themyscira before Wonder Woman. So it's kind of like
So it's Hippolyta, her mom.
What?
Her mom's name is Hippolyta.
Oh, Hippolyta. You said it like you like.
I know, because I don't know if it's.
No, I get what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it's gonna have to do with like the feminine power. Like I'm guessing because it's all chicks on the island. I need to check
Fucking cringe. No, I'm just kidding.
Cringe, bro. No football. What? Sorry.
Do we think we're gonna get another Steve Trevor in that?
No,
or any Wonder Woman. Anything.
Not in the show. In the movies that she's in, yes, but not in the show. I think it predates Wonder Woman. If I read it correctly.
I mean, come on, you're gonna at some point they're gonna have her back in. So I mean, come on.
They need to Steve Trevor.
Brave and the Bold, which is a Batman movie, but they're calling it Batman Brave and the Bold, not to be confused with Batman the Brave and the Bold, the cartoon. But this movie
is unisex. I love that so much. I'm sorry, that's one of my favorite lines on all.
The hammer of justice is unisex.
But so this movie is the first movie with a Robin since Chris O'Donnell.
Jeez. Wait, the same reaction.
Oh my God!
Do you think so? I know
it's Damian.
Okay,
I know it's Damian. Okay. So if it's Damian, that means there's 100% going to be a Nightwing. There's going to be Red Robin. There's going to be Jason Todd. There's going to be,
Batgirl. Batgirl's gonna have to be.
Or Oracle. Depending on what they do.
She might have gotten the joke delivered already.
Right, but there was a long time where we knew Barbara Gordon as
Batgirl.
Well, we knew her as Oracle for a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that instead of that, they might just skip that because a lot of people have just been skipping.
That's also really dark to put in a movie. DC might be like, hey, bro, chill on that. Because the whole storyline. I mean, she not only gets paralyzed, but the Joker takes pictures of her not with clothes on. That is super dark.
Why are you still laughing? It wasn't that fucking funny.
No, it was funny. You can laugh. You can laugh. It was
Holy
funny.
shit! Why are you still laughing?
Thank you, Wes. No, but that story is super dark, and I could see DC being like, "Hey, yo, James, chill out, bro."
Yeah, but yes, it's super dark, but it's one of the staples of Batman. Yeah, and you could
True.
But and then to be fair, they might not want to be associated with the last movie that had the Killing Joke with it because fucking God, that movie was bad.
Yeah, if I have to see one more Batman and Batgirl sex scene, I'm gonna kill myself.
Holy shit, I can't even.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I want to claw my own eyes out.
I can't say Bruce Timm never misses because he had one.
He definitely did. He definitely did with that one.
He had a miss.
Okay, so
the Batman Killing Joke is the animated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
I mean, the only good scenes were just with Batman and the Joker.
Yeah.
And that's it. But everything else it has nothing to do with the book. It's so off from the book. It's not even good. There's a Booster Gold series, which I'm down.
I love Booster Gold.
I'm down for this.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Book it. I fucking love
Chris Pratt, or you could do Glenn Powell. But I think he would be a better Lantern. I think he would be a better Hal Jordan.
Illusion. Well, he actually said this week, he was like, they were like, do you want to be part of the DC? He was like, I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
And we know he's fucking like this with James Gunn. I mean, if it's going to happen, it's...
Not to get off topic, but that Star Wars solo
Yeah. Yeah, he's He's
yeah.
not done
Yeah,
playing Star Lord.
yeah.
I don't think he's done playing Star Lord.
It's just not going to be James Gunn. Which
it's
is
just not gonna be James Gunn.
that's
But no,
terrifying.
I
That's
love
terrifying to think about. But
And I was actually listening to an interview that Peter Saslov did, and he was talking about how one of the reasons he loves Booster Gold is because he's a fucking loser. And I'm like,
yeah, he's the worst.
he is
human
like
ever.
such a loser. He just gets like a time machine. Is it on his wrist? If I remember correctly.
It's his little flying guy.
Oh yes. And he just goes back in time.
And the funniest thing, what I love about Booster Gold, is that he doesn't know anything, and he uses the computer to do all of his superhero work.
Yeah.
Like, he just shows up, pretends like he knows what he's doing, and then leaves.
He
Like,
just looks cool to shit.
there's a really funny comic that they did a while ago with Booster Gold where it's around the era when like Batman and Catwoman were gonna get married.
Yeah.
And the like whole wedding thing was going on. So Booster Gold thinks it's gonna be a great idea to get Batman a wedding gift. So what he does is he goes back to the time when the Waynes got killed.
Oh fuck no! Oh hell no!
And he stops the Waynes from being murdered.
Okay.
And in the time when he goes back, like Gotham's really fucked up. Bruce Wayne's an asshole,
Yeah.
and all this shit and whatever. And I might be remembering it wrong. Anyway, it really like backfires. Like it was
Yeah.
not.
It's his Flashpoint.
Yeah, and it like he really fucked up, and Booster Gold ends up being stuck in the alternate universe for like 30 years,
Jeez.
and then comes back and he's like, "Batman, I got you this," and like it's the dumbest shit ever, but it's so funny.
He's the definition of fake it till you make it.
Yes,
That's 100%. I love
that's why him and Ted Cord are like this, bro.
Yeah.
Listen. Jason Sudeikis as Ted Cord.
Yes.
And Chris Pratt
Yes.
is Booster Gold.
Yes.
That is a comedy
Yes.
fucking duo that will make you piss your pants laughing.
$100 billion at the box office. I
Dude,
promise you.
holy shit.
Promise you.
Ted Lasso meets like Andy from Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Holy shit, that's the funniest thing ever.
Dude, I'm fucking.
Anyway, Swamp Thing Horror, which this is cool because Werewolf by Night, the Marvel short,
I never watched it.
proved that you can do that.
Superhero movies have always needed to be in the horror genre, and I think that now we're seeing that it can actually, like, it will.
It can happen, and if you do it right, you can do it
And
well.
Swamp Thing's a great character to me.
I mean, it's not like it's never
You know,
happened.
we need a Batman horror movie one of these days. Dude. That shit would go hard. Like
Don't
from the
worry,
perspective,
bro. I got you.
from the perspective of like a random thug in Gotham, you just see like the building shit. You're like, oh fuck. And you're,
No, not
start
even that.
picking these dudes
Not
off.
even that. Just like looking up and seeing like a bat creature go across the rooftop. To me, wouldn't shit your pants.
I will say Zack Snyder did that a very tiny little bit. And it was
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
cool a little
yeah,
bit.
yes. That.
But I'm not. That's all the credit I'm giving him.
Yeah. So then we have. Yeah, I did hear about the Teen Titans.
Well, it actually. I think
There's
it
a
was-
movie in the
yeah.
works.
There's nothing confirmed about it. Like no actors.
No, there's
nothing.
it literally
There's-
that they just confirmed.
There's a girl who
we.
being asked to screenplay it, and I was just like, oh, that looks promising.
I'm interested.
I think James Gunn would do that.
I think.
fine.
I mean, everyone in our generation grew up watching Teen Titans. I mean, like majority of us did.
Yeah.
It was just one of those shows, and I think that what scares me though is that I think a lot more people are familiar with Teen Titans Go than with Teen Titans.
You shit on Teen Titans Go too much. It's not
I
that
do.
bad.
It's fucking terrible.
It's not that bad.
It's so bad.
It's meant for fucking 5-year-olds.
But at the time when it came out, I thought it was going to be a continuation of Teen Titans. So when it came out and it was just nothing but comedy, that
Yeah.
pissed me off. Like as a kid, it made me mad.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting like Slade again, and I was
Slade!
and I was expecting
Yeah.
like the Brotherhood of Evil or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
they're
the
called.
Brotherhood of Evil, yeah. What are they called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. But you know what I'm saying?
Tara,
Like it
Tara
just
and all those guys.
Yeah, I thought all of them were gonna come back. Like, I thought it was gonna be really cool, but it was just a big like. Okay, it's funny,
It is
but
funny.
I just didn't. I wasn't expecting that, and it just pissed me off.
Do you ever watch the Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go movie?
I
It's
saw
really
clips
it's
of it.
really funny.
I saw clips.
It's
of it.
actually really funny.
Yeah.
And it's like the Teen Titans go around being like, and this guy's a bitch, right? Like this guy's a bitch. And the main villain is Trigon.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's actually really good. I'm not gonna lie, because it makes fun of Teen Titans Go, because like the Teen Titans are like so much cooler and they
Yeah.
like pose,
Yeah.
and then the Teen Titans Go are like they don't know how to like fucking pose. It's actually super funny. I'm not.
I
even
did
lying.
like the episode of Teen Titans Go where Robin's trying to train Mossy Menos,
Yeah.
the two twin superheroes that like can I forget the superpowers, but like they like combine to like do something whatever. But they're two little like Mexican guys,
Yeah.
like two little Mexican kids. And they're Mas y Menos,
Yeah.
and he's like trading them both, and they're both doing equally the same job, but like Robin's picking on one more than the other one.
Yeah.
Like that shit was kind of funny. Anyway, so Teen Titans movies in the works. The last thing we ever got for Titans was the Titans TV show. That was if Wes said it was bad. Listen,
No,
if
I was-
Wes said it was bad,
I was gonna say something the opposite. My girlfriend liked it. That means it was not good.
yeah. I mean,
Mackenzie would like it, so.
yeah.
You're just digging yourself a fucking hole right now, dude.
Subtitle that shit.
What?
Bold, underline, italicized. That subtitles. Put that shit in. Okay, now we're gonna get to the really obscure ones. Okay.
Yeah.
And I had to do my own research for this. So, Creature Commandos is an animated series they're doing. And it's about there's a DC character named Frankenstein. He's
Not to be confused with the actual
yeah,
Frankenstein.
he's basically Frankenstein, but he like is a superhero version of him.
Yeah.
And he's being joined by like a bunch of other like horror, like universal monster type creatures that whatever, and they're a team of superheroes.
That's a animated series.
cool.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's a vampire in there. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy.
The Authority. The Authority is a deep pull.
Very, very. I think interesting.
It's a movie.
Very interesting to put in your first like slate.
Yeah, because I saw that and I was like, The Authority. Like, what the hell?
If we don't know who that is, it's kind of like what?
So the Authority is basically they are. How do I say
Are
this?
they like the crime syndicate?
No, because they are actual superheroes, but they just part of their identity is that they're not known. They're the superheroes that go and do superhero shit, but don't get the praise of it like the Justice League do, and they make fun of the Justice League for that. Like
Oh.
they make fun of the fact that like, oh, you know, here come the capes and like here come whatever. Like they're
So, like,
hardcore.
the Secret Society of Superheroes.
Kind of like they I'm pretty sure they're like a government run thing or not even that, but I think so. Amanda Waller might have something to do with it in this
Special ops
continuity.
thing or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's like a Batman type character named Midnighter, I think his name is, but he's super brutal. I think he might kill. There's a Superman type. There's like they're basically the Justice League, but they're a lot more obscure. Like,
Yeah, not the biggest fan of this, but I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
it's a deep pull.
Yeah, I'm not like
It's like it's more obscure than the Watchmen.
yeah, and Watchmen's sort of mainstream.
Watchmen's kind of cool.
It's like sort of mainstream, but it's like yeah.
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 I don't know. We'll see.
I'll
The
check it out.
Authority again, real deep pull.
Yeah, Authority
We'll see how
and
it
Creature
goes.
Commandos in phase one of your. It's kind of odd because
But-
Marvel, what they did was they gave you all the basic shit. They gave you Iron Man and
here's the
Hulk and
thing.
Thor.
Here's the thing. Right. Let's not pretend like we're doing. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but bro, we've been doing superhero movies for damn near 20 years.
More than that.
Like, yeah, but like the mainstream cinematic universe bullshit.
Oh, with Marvel, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you're saying.
we're pushing 20 on this.
Oh my God, I feel old.
You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
Like, it made more sense back in the day to do your mainstream characters and then introduce your
Audience
real
is
crazy
more
ones. Like, later.
interested is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that
and
makes
we're no, I would actually argue the opposite. We're less interested now. I mean, think
Oh,
about
so you're
it.
trying to spice shit up.
Yeah, we're trying to do some deep pull shit. Like, who the fuck is the Authority? Like, who,
Right.
you know, who's the Creature Commandos? Like,
Yeah.
shit like that. Like, I think it's interesting, and I think that James Gunn. I mean, he's got an eye for this shit. You
Yeah,
know,
he does, yeah.
He obviously he don't miss, dog. He don't miss.
He has not missed.
So I don't see this being anything. What was you reading over there, bro?
Oh, I was reading about the Authority.
Yeah.
Basically, James Gunn said that they're not going to even cast until they find.
Yeah,
It's finished and
yeah, yeah. So
Makes sense.
whatever, but
the whole DC will be
Yeah. No.
cast it.
By the way,
Yeah,
guys, The
yes.
Rock is playing. What
Yeah.
did you say the guy's name was?
Midnighter, yeah.
The Rock's playing Midnighter. That's it. That's all
Yeah.
we have for you until the movie comes out.
But
We're gonna get a trailer a week before it comes out. That's it.
it was also one of those. It was a like Watchmen. It was one of those things where like DC bought the rights to them just to publish the comic books that were for somebody else, but they were like one of their like real like F tier
Yeah.
things that just somebody made and they published them. And I apologize. I'm not
They
trying to.
didn't create-
I'm not trying to discredit the creator of that book. I just don't know anything about these characters. But I'm sure once the movie comes out, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, they're gonna flat
Yeah,
their
they're gonna
shit.
cast somebody like Angelina Jolie, and it's gonna be like the best character. And,
Oh my god.
yeah. Anyways,
Not the Eternals joke, bro.
that was
That was
unintentional. Eternal.
that was unintentional.
That was unintentional.
I thought you dead
That was an
ass were just
accidental- that was
that's
accidental
crazy.
genius, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm just that guy.
But yeah, so I mean that's the DC. We didn't even talk about the DCU that long though.
Well, the thing about that is that we just
Oh, we didn't even talk. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're doing our next segment.
Yeah, we don't know a lot about DCU yet. It's all just like, here's what's coming, when and who you don't know. Really, we only know a little bit about Superman, and we know this much about
And I like
Supergirl.
that. I like that. Hey guys, Hollywood, take fucking notes, dude.
Well,
Please.
it's gonna suck when all these spoiler accounts on Twitter are like, by the way, guys.
Yeah, that shit annoys the fuck out of me. Like, bro,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
like
they're separating-
Joker, the Batman.
Which-
all that's still going on.
Yes, that's what I'll say.
If we're talking about DCU, I want to talk about the Elseworlds
The Elseworlds stuff, yeah,
we
that'd
didn't
be
we didn't
this
put this
guy.
in the script, but I do want to talk about it.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
The
to bring up.
Batman, come on, that's peak.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude.
Really, really good.
Um,
But like the Joker movie that's coming out in October.
I rewatched the first one recently.
Yeah.
Holy hell, that movie's still so good. It's I don't know what your fucking
don't like
deal
this.
is, dude. I don't know what your deal is. Like,
I don't like him
honestly,
as a Joker, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't either. So
Thank you, Wes.
what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Thank you, Wes. Wes is always correct, and we know this.
I can see why people do.
It's a good movie. It's not a good Joker movie.
It's a great, it's just a great movie.
It is a great movie, but I just
Yeah, it's a very well
Again, you have to look at it as like, okay, like this is just a weird Elseworld story for the Joker. Like,
and I'm very not excited for.
I am. I'm so hyped for this. So hyped for this.
watched American Horror Story.
No.
Yeah.
You're thinking of the one with Bradley Cooper.
No. But that's not.
Sorry, I was gonna say.
He's talking about the creepy aspect of her acting, because she was in Horror Story. Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm hyped for it. I think it's gonna be fucking sick.
But yeah, they're separating everything that's not like the main continuity. Which comics have done that for a while. Like they used to do like
Yeah,
Earth
DC
199 or whatever.
Yeah, DC
Or-
does their DC just recently started doing something called their Black Label, and they put that on top of all their comics. And if it's an Elseworld story, it's labeled as like a Black Label
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
So, but it's like kind of the same thing here.
It will confuse some casual people to be like, "Why is Robert Pattinson not into Justice League?" Like, but I think they're doing a good job of keeping the good projects, the side projects, quote unquote, while also having a streamlined like main continuity. I think that's probably the best solution, and I actually really like
I
that.
did hear a rumor. Speaking of Robert Pattinson,
No.
I did hear a rumor.
No.
I did hear a rumor. Robin.
What?
Robin.
The fuck?
Robin.
Nightwing or
No,
Robin?
Robin.
Oh fuck no.
I heard that
Oh,
Robin. I heard that Robin is being talked about and being thrown around in the writers' room. I'm pretty sure that script's already done. Yeah.
Okay,
I thought you were saying Robert Pattinson as Robin. That's what I thought you said too.
What the fuck?
No,
You guys are idiots.
No, because you said no. We are idiots.
Why the
No, look,
fuck would I be
that makes
talking
no
about?
sense.
Why
I was
would
like, bro, it's
Robert?
like 40.
Why would Robert Pattinson? He's already Batman, dumbass.
No, I thought you were talking about Robin in the main. Never mind. Fuck,
Get the fuck
all
outta
this shit.
here,
We're
bro.
dumb as fuck.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
You
It's-
guys knew
it's actually
exactly
you
what I
that
was
we think.
fucking talking about.
It's you
These two
that we think.
morons have no like. What the fuck?
Anyways, I'm pro Robin. Okay.
Yeah, no. My point
As long
was
as it's
that
not Tom Holland.
everybody was fucking tweaking on Twitter about this, like freaking the fuck out, like, oh my god, Robin can't be in the Batman. But yes, he the fuck can.
Yes,
Are you
he can.
joking?
He
like,
should be.
Robin is a tragic character, very, very tragic.
Chris O'Donnell should not be our last Robin.
Robin, I'm really hyped for that. The next villain, we really don't know because they're kind of tossing things around, but I do know that Clayface has been confirmed. He's going to be in that movie. Is it going to be fantastical Clayface like we know him? I don't know. I really hope it is.
Yeah.
You know what I would like? I don't think that I would really enjoy. I don't think that the version of Clayface where it's like the big hulking gross monster version of Clayface, I don't think that would work. You know what I think would work at this universe the version of Clayface for the Batman cartoon series, the cop that turns into
Yeah. Yeah.
like the gray type of
Yeah.
I feel like Joker content is being pushed.
Yeah, we got enough Joker.
There's a dead match.
Right.
That's pullback.
Right. No, I agree.
Me too. And I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, like, the Joker is a Joker.
Yeah.
Let's go some time shine. You know, I like the battery part one did earlier, which that was great.
Yeah. No.
I mean, yeah, he was kind of a more fun version.
But it was good.
It was really cool.
Yeah, he was good.
My only gripe with Riley in that movie is that we didn't see more.
Yeah. And his match is kind of fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, and like, yeah.
This reminds me of being a kid and playing Lego Batman. Just beating up the henchmen. Yeah. And then, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's that. I want to see. Oh, the Penguin series.
Oz got a couple guy? Yeah, Oz got a couple guy. What the hell?
Do you see how he fucking treats? Why do I even do this shit?
Mark Strong's in it too as well. No, because I was locked in the West. I was locked in the West, bro. But speaking of giving somebody else a spotlight, I didn't even see you dab me up. I was looking at West because he was saying some racist shit again, as per fucking usual. Yeah.
He was in the last movie, but Maroni's being introduced.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Yes, sir.
So hyped for that. That's gonna be so.
And Lex Luthor. Really? How did the Darth Maul's brother? How did I never know that? Now me, this is why me and Wes need to do episode, bro. We on the same level of intellect right now. All right, so let's talk about some fan casts.
Fan casts.
Batman, I'll give you the floor.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a couple, but I think
Fantastic.
Alan Rickman, especially if you're going to be doing Damian Robin.
Did you say Rickman? It's
Oh, is it Richardson? I've been saying Rickman for a long time. Yeah, Reacher. Yeah.
Thad Castle.
I do. I know. It's on my list. I need to watch it, but I need to finish The Boys. I know. I've seen clips, bro. I know. The
He's
part
built
where
like
he
Batman, too.
the part where he kicks the dude's front of his car and like it. Oh. Can you believe that the first Reacher was fucking Tom Cruise?
I know nothing about Reacher, so I'm not.
No, but like I know, but I'm saying like
Yeah,
there was a
comparisons,
movie.
yeah.
There was a movie from like what 2010.
Comparison from Tom Cruise to
It's so crazy. I saw one clip and I was
Alan
like,
Wake
"What?" Anyway, yes, Alan Rich. Yes, he's built. He's got it down. He already said he's so down to do it. I know Jensen Ackles getting thrown around. I don't particularly like that. I don't think that he would really work for that. I know he's voiced Batman in the past. I don't know. I see Soldier Boy and I see the dude from Supernatural, and I'm not.
Oh yeah.
I'm not really into that.
Let me hit you with another Justice League member.
We each we split this up.
We get three
We
each.
split this up, so we got 3 each. I have Batman.
Wonder Woman and Martian Manhunter.
Thank you.
And I got. Green
I definitely knew
Lantern.
that because I definitely read the script.
I got Green Lantern, Green Arrow, and Flash. I'm going to start with the Flash. I'm going to throw a name around. It's not a very unpopular.
Was this the one you were surprising me with?
No.
Okay.
I thought of a head ass one, and I was like, nah, it's really head ass. Lucas Till. I like Lucas Till as Barry Allen Flash.
Lucas Till.
Hannah Montana movie. I'm fucking with you. He was in the X-Men. He was actually in the Hannah Montana movie. Lucas Till. He used to be on Disney Channel. The blonde kid. He was in X-Men.
That narrows it down.
Oh my gosh. Look up Lucas Till X-Men. Look up Lucas Till X-Men. You'll know what I'm talking about. But no, I think he plays Barry really well. He's the right age. He's got the right look. I think his acting. Look at that.
I can't see that from
Yeah,
here.
you can't see shit.
I need
Anyways,
to
I think.
yeah.
I think
Havoc.
Havoc. I couldn't remember his fucking name. Havoc.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
I think Havoc.
Absolutely.
He would be a great Barry Allen
We've
Flash.
talked about him too.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Yes, he would do it. Yes. 100%.
Now, what about Wonder Woman?
Melissa Barrera.
Ooh.
Melissa
Ooh,
Barrera.
Scream.
So, okay, for context to this I actually came up with this fan cast when we watched Scream 7
Yeah.
in theaters.
Yeah.
And Mike was sitting next to me, and it was the end of the movie when she's like going to town on the fucking cop guy, and she's like stabbing the shit out of him.
Yeah.
There was something about the way that she was fighting, huh? No. It's the one where they're in New York.
Oh, you meant then it's
Yeah. My fault. I meant 6, but yeah, no, it definitely wasn't 5. But yeah, Melissa Barrera. I honestly think she would be great.
Yeah.
If you're doing a younger-ish Wonder Woman, I think she'd nail it.
And she's badass. If that's what you
Yeah,
really gotta be
she's
as a woman.
and
Like,
she
you gotta be-
she could throw down. Like I
Oh yeah, she could fuck some people up.
Yeah.
100%.
So-
I will now go with Green Lantern.
Green Arrow or Green Lantern?
Green Lantern. I'll start with Green Lantern.
Okay.
I will start with Green Lantern.
Okay. Which Green Lantern?
What I was just about to say, I'll give you 2. I'll give you Hal Jordan and I'll give you John Stewart. Hal Jordan, Glenn Powell, not a very unpopular one.
Oh my
It's a
God.
great one.
Hangman is Hal Jordan.
Now,
Hangman from Top Gun Maverick is Hal Jordan
let
already.
me throw another good one at you. John Stewart, John David Washington, Denzel's son, bro.
From the Hawkman guy?
No.
what?
No. John David Washington.
I thought you were going back to
No,
that
no, no.
other joke.
John
I
David
don't.
Washington is actually Denzel's son.
Who's in Tenet?
Tenet. He is fucking cool, dude.
Oh,
I also didn't know this, and this is total sidetrack.
that's a
In
good
doing
one.
research, I didn't fucking know he was an NFL player. I did not know. He
Wow.
made a training camp or whatever. Like not
Wow.
very prominent, but like
Because I like when everyone says Jon Stewart, they always throw around Michael B. Jordan, or they'll throw around Idris Elba, or they'll whatever. No,
John David Washington is the right age. and
you
he's
have to
cool
get
as
you
fuck.
have to get Jon Stewart is like the heroic Green Lantern.
Right.
Not that Hal Jordan isn't, but like I just think that's a
Yeah.
good one.
I'm
Okay,
gonna look up how to spell this one guy's name. You say your last one for Martian Manhunter. I'm gonna look up how to spell this guy's
Martian
name.
Manhunter. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really think. Oh, bro, dude, you know, it would be a good ass Martian Manhunter.
Who?
I don't know his name, but he's in like everything. He's the dude that he was the guy from Blood Diamond with Leo. He's the guy from
Don Cheadle?
No. What? No.
Oh, I'm thinking of Hotel Rwanda. My fault.
He's in like he's literally in every. Yes, that guy.
Dijon. It's an African pronunciation.
You.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, we're cutting
Wes,
this.
you gotta give it a shot, bro. You gotta try. There's no way. You're the only one reading a name. You gotta see. You gotta give it your best enunciation.
I really wish I knew. Like, I'm blanking on all the movies that he's been in.
Honsu?
Damon Honsu.
Honsu? He's 60?
Okay,
Yeah,
he's pushing age, but
he's pushing
you
age.
Martian Manhunter. You don't really need like he doesn't need to be young.
Yeah,
Martian Manhunter, like he's a shapeshifter. You can do.
He's been
whatever.
around. He's been around for thousands of years.
I think that guy could kill Martian Manhunter.
He's going to be in Gladiator 2.
Okay,
This is one that I.
Original Gladiator.
but he's the dude, the one that you would know. He's the guy from Guardians who, like, when Peter.
Yes, he's the villain in
Yeah.
the third one. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
No.
Oh.
The first one, when Peter takes the orb for the first time, and like
Oh, yeah.
Roman's,
Yeah.
yes,
He's a guy. Does
yeah,
that?
yeah,
yeah.
yes, that dude,
Furious 7 too.
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
yeah,
Yes, he
he's
is.
yeah.
I have one for
That dude, but that's what I'm saying. Like he's in everything, but he's never like the main,
Right.
Except for in Blood Diamond. But
Right.
like, dude, yeah,
Yeah.
him.
Okay, I like that. I have one for Green Arrow that I think I love, and I completely. I've never.
If it's the one you told me earlier, I'm gonna disagree.
no, it's actually one I came up with like an hour and a half ago. Charlie Hunnam. Dude, look at this guy.
Okay.
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of
Yes.
Anarchy. Come on.
I like it. However, unfortunately, he was already asked, and he
was?
said no.
What for the show?
He was asked, and he said no.
For the show?
No. For another fucking project that
Smallville?
someone was going to do a fucking Green Arrow movie, and they asked him to do it, and he said no.
Oh fuck.
Well, and then at first he said no because of just the time that I think
Scheduling.
at that time it was around the time when like Pacific Rim.
He was in
He's the
Pacific
main
Rim,
he's
yeah.
the main character in Pacific Rim, and he was also busy with Sons of Anarchy and all that sort of shit, and he just was like no. And then now he straight up was just like, I'm too old.
I disagree with his sentiment that he's too old.
I
he
think
looks
he kind of is. He's great, and he would have been if he would have done that way back when they were doing that secret Green Arrow project.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My backup was
Oh
Shaq,
my God.
but if not, yeah, for Charlie Hunnam, then I think.
Did you say?
But I think
Wait,
I was
no. What? Did you say Shaq?
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna hit you with my shield.
I actually want to go back to you for a second.
You have failed this city.
You have failed this city with your big ass forehead. No, the villain from Guardians 3 would be a great Manhunter.
The villain? No,
I think he would.
I don't. I liked him in Guard, I guess, but I didn't. I kind of don't.
He was also in Peace. He's
yeah, I
one
know.
main
He's
character in
he's the alien dude from Peacemaker, right? He's like the guy who's like
Yeah.
the moth, but is like isn't. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, I didn't. Because at first I had said Manhunter because like we haven't gotten a Manhunter live action yet, and I feel like I feel bad because
We
like
have.
he's
They teased it.
well, there's two.
Yeah.
There's two live action Manhunters.
yeah.
Supergirl and
We don't count. Fucking holy shit, that's so bad.
well, I'm just saying we've gotten one.
The only CW show I've
And then
anything is The Flash, the first couple seasons, and then Superman and Lois.
he's also there was
Arrow is basically a Batman show.
That's true.
yes.
That's fair point.
And then they literally like they're throwing in Batman like they added Bane, or was that Gotham?
That was.
I thought they had Bane.
They might have.
They had Ra's al Ghul, dude.
Because that show pisses me off.
Although I met the guy who played Harvey Bullock in Gotham. He was super nice. He was actually really nice.
So did I.
You met what?
Stephen Rock.
So did I.
Oh yeah.
I met Katie Cassidy and Katie Lotz. White and Black Canary. Flipped. Black Canary, White Canary.
Yeah.
The one from Legends.
Like they were from Arrow first, but yeah.
You know what's kind of embarrassing though when you go to meet a celebrity and you forget that they're in like a really big movie.
Really, that happened to you?
Yeah. So the guy that played Harvey Bullock in Gotham, a lot of you may not remember, but he's in the Ghost Rider movie. He's like Johnny Blaze's like manager.
Yeah.
And like best friend character through the whole movie.
Yeah.
So I get up to his table and I'm like, oh man, I love Gotham. I'm like, it's a great, it's great reading. I was like, I watched the first season. I was like, I kind of fell off. I was like, but I'm like, but you were one of my favorite parts of that show. And he was like, oh, thanks, man. Thanks. I'm looking down at his table because like this was at Hero Villain Con. There wasn't a line. I wasn't really like, I was just kind of talking with him. And I look down at the table and they have like pictures of everything that they've been in, like for you to sign.
Yeah.
There's a picture of him with Nicolas Cage. And I go, you were in a movie with Nicolas Cage? And he goes, yeah. And I go, what was it? And he goes, Ghost Rider. And I go, oh my God. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I completely forgot you were in that fucking movie.
Another funny
That's
story.
so embarrassing though.
I'll make this quick because it's actually really funny. When we went to Heroes of Village Con, it was me, my mom, and my sister, and we were not caught up on Arrow. And we met the girl.
Oh, you
who
told
played,
me this.
We met the girl who played Nissa Al Ghul, and she was super nice, super cool. Like gave us a hug, whatever. And then she said something about when I got married to Thea, because there's a storyline where she gets married to Thea.
Yeah.
And we were like, what? And she was like, yo, the episode where we get married. And we were like, oh, we're not caught up. She was like, oh, she almost like cried because she felt so bad that she like spoiled because it's like a big part of the plot in that season. She felt so bad. And then we looked at each other. We're like, no, yeah. When you get married to Thea, yeah. And she knew we were bullshitting her.
Fuck.
Dude, she felt so bad. That's like that's our bad because we weren't caught up. But like, she felt so bad, dude. I felt bad for her.
I mean, and there's a lot of times too where you meet a lot of actors and stuff, and you're just like, you're excited to meet them, but you just kind of like, there's something it slips your mind, and you're like,
Yeah.
Like I met Eolde Young, the lady who plays Elektra in the Daredevil show.
Sorry.
I met her. She was super fucking nice. She loved my name. Like she told me she was like, she was like, hi, nice to meet you. What's your name? I was like, JaCoby. And she was like, oh my God, I love that name. It's so beautiful. And I was like,
You were like, thanks.
I was like, oh, word.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I want to meet like more celebrities. I want to meet somebody like super famous, and then like I want to.
John Bernthal was cool. I know I said this in the first episode. John Bernthal's cool as fuck.
I want to meet somebody like way super famous and just talk about their superhero role. Like,
Michael Rooker.
I want to meet like Halle Berry and be like, oh my God, I loved you in Catwoman.
Oh,
be like, really?
she'd smack the fuck
like,
out of
really?
you, bro.
Catwoman
Yeah, she'd
is the
smack
one
the
you
shit out of
fucking
you.
like? Yeah.
Like, not Storm.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Catwoman?
Yeah, Catwoman. Yeah.
Fuck no.
Just her. Yeah.
Nah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway. Yeah. Does that
That's
wrap it up
episode-
today?
What?
Does that wrap it up today?
That wraps it up pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we were fairly nice to Zack Snyder. We might gonna be meaner in a different episode.
And listen, like, we it's like what I said to Wes when we were talking about Star Wars. Like, at a certain point with certain fandoms, you just kind of have to admit, yeah, I mean, I don't like a lot of what he did, but at the same time, like, I enjoyed Man of Steel because it was the Superman that I got at my time,
Yeah.
So that's a Superman that I enjoyed watching. So I don't know, but he fucked up the rest of it, and what he said on Joe Rogan really was just.
It rubbed everybody.
It was
the wrong way.
the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it was.
Because it basically showed everybody that's been defending him for years, saying that he understands these characters, that he doesn't.
Did that make the Snyder Cult go extinct? I have not seen a lot of Snyder cultists.
Genuinely, because every time I see anything with Snyder, like, the Snyder cultists are all over it. Dude, when that clip got released...
I think it broke them.
No. Nobody was defending that clip.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Went from defending him to shitting on all his Rebel Moon shit on Netflix.
That's hilarious.
Terrible.
Yeah. By the way, I study marketing. Terrible marketing move by Zack Snyder to have mass nerds just shit on him right before a big budget.
I mean,
movie came
you know
out.
what else bombed, kind of? His, like, zombie movies that he did. Yeah.
Which I enjoyed, but mainly Batista's character.
But they bombed.
They did.
No one taught... Like,
This Rebel Moon movie just bombed.
did you even know that he did a zombie movie?
I have no idea.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It was that, and it was supposed to be Den of Thieves, I think.
yeah, and they're, like, connected.
Yeah. He's just bad.
Like,
There's 2 Rebel Moon movies out.
bro, how do you rip off Star Wars and fail?
That's crazy.
You know how many movies have ripped off Star Wars?
Spaceballs.
Okay, aside from the obvious ones.
Star Trek. Sorry, that's a conversation for a different day.
Anyway, yeah. No,
Well, Dune was first. Dune came first.
Dune was first.
To be
Dune was
fair.
first.
George Lucas.
Yeah, George Lucas was inspired by Dune and then made Star Wars. Anyway, that's another
But that's gonna wrap it up.
Yeah. This episode's way longer. I mean,
Yeah.
we knew it was going to be a long one.
Don't comment if you want to see Wes behind the producer's desk for every episode, just so we know and I can see how many views to comments we get, just to see what the vote is.
Right.
And if you're his mother, I'm deleting your comment.
It's just Jackson.
Yeah, just Jackson. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete your comment, dog. I love you. But yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.